What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Jimmy for the donation to the channel. I'm not going to say your whole government because you may not want me to say your whole government, but shout out to the brother Jimmy for the donation to the channel via the Cash App. Salute to you for showing love once again. And he wanted me to talk about this this story that's been circulating for quite some time and starting to catch some traction on social media in regards to former NBA player Doug Christie, right? It's a supposed, I don't want to say love triangle, but I guess corrupted love triangle between former NBA player Doug Christie, his wife Jackie Christie, and Chris Webber, right? Supposedly, Doug Christie is petitioning for divorce against his wife Jackie on the grounds that his eldest daughter is not his. It's not biologically his. He's found out that the father of the child is actually Chris Webber, right? And this just has been everywhere. I see it all over Facebook. I see it on YouTube now. People make videos about it. I even seen around the association talk about it, right? And I had been ignoring this until I saw it be talked about on around the association, and I see some other people talking about it. And I'm like, something about it just doesn't, I was going to talk about this yesterday, but something just seems off about this because none of the mainstream sports media are talking about this. See, if I'm not even talking about ESPN or Fox Sports, I'm talking about like Nightcap or Stephen A. Smith's podcast, or we know Pat McAfee would be talking about it. I mean, we're talking about Chris Webber of all people, right? So he's a Hall of Famer, right? And you know what I'm saying? This is a story that would be talked about all over the place, but it's not. So it's like something ain't right here, man. Like, so I didn't feel comfortable talking about this. You haven't heard anything from Chris Webber denying it, or Jackie Christie denying it, or it's all just coming from, I hate to put it like this, but for the most part, B-level and C-level sites. So then I did just a little bit of research, right? I did a little bit of research, and I said, okay, wait a minute. So the gist of this story is that while they were teammates, Chris Webber was supposedly having an affair with Jackie Christie. And this affair led to her having a child seemingly about 20 years ago that was actually Chris Webber's, Doug Christie's teammate, when they were teammates in Sacramento, right? So I just did one little thing. I Googled Jackie and Doug's children. And come to find out, Jackie and Doug Christie got married, I think, in 1996, right? But their relationship started several years earlier when Doug, I think he went to Pepperdine University. I might be wrong about that. But when he went to college, I think it's Pepperdine, they were dating then. I'm talking about in the late 80s. Doug is like a year or two older than Chris Webber. Jackie's like 3 years older than Chris Webber, something like that. Their youngest daughter was born in 1993. Chantel, I think. Takara, the oldest daughter, because most of these articles are saying their oldest daughter, was born in 1990. So unless her and Chris Webber were knocking boots when he was at Michigan or when he was still in high school, I think this is fake news. So there was no daughter born 20 years ago, at least according to what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm wrong, but just the little research I've done, and they have a son that was born, I think, sometime in the mid-90s. So this all preceded Chris Webber years before he even played with the Sacramento Kings. Hell, the oldest daughter preceded his NBA career because he was drafted in 93. Matter of fact, conceived in 92, both of them were born before he started his career. So this is, to me now, this is just another situation where you have a fake news story that is being wished to be true. Wished to be true. And it's not. It's rage bait put out there to feed this monster of gender divide within our community. This growing monster of gender divide. You know, what was that old Saturday morning cartoon? I am the future, blob. I mean, that's like the gender divide blob. It's just getting bigger and bigger. I'm the gender divide. Fuck that up. I'm the gender divide blob. Whatever the fuck the damn song would be. I'm the black gender divide blob. Boom, 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 boom. I'm being fed daily by those content creators. I am the gender divide blob. But no, it's like to me it's like it's created because the optics fit. Jackie Christie is obviously a strong-willed black woman. Okay? Doug Christie, even if this ain't true, and I don't think it is true, he checked certain simpish qualities. You know what I'm saying? Remember, every time he scored, he would point in the air, point to his wife. It was supposedly, now this is true, supposedly. Jackie had problems with Doug interacting with female officials or team officials, like to the point where she wanted him to change in a separate room from any team officials that might be female or whatever, right? I heard about this, right? I heard she was she was hard to deal with, you know what I'm saying? So you got this guy who's checking all these boxes about being a faithful, you know, almost to a fault husband. They renew their marriage vows every year. They've been married for forever. And, you know, to me, it's like you got people who, I don't know, man. I just, I don't get it. I honestly don't understand this movement that's going on where if you are married, it's getting to a point now where if you're married, you got dudes calling you a simp. If you say something positive, but this is the thing though, it's only aimed toward black women. If you are married to a black woman, you're a simp. If you say something positive about black women, you're a simp. And to me, I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, I get if you're talking about 304s and shit, man. But the danger I see with this movement is that it can be infiltrated by the alphabet crew who expanded to just being about all women. And it can be infiltrated by buck dancers who just use it as an excuse to big up, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of woman over black women. And now this story, it seems like there has no truth to this whatsoever, man. No truth to this whatsoever. There's no evidence that this is true. And I mean, I could go in here and just lie and say that, oh yeah, man, this is disgraceful and all this, but there's no evidence to support that this is even a true story. But you know, people are going out there and profiting, like I told you. Some of these same people who are crying about Elon and Trump fighting against each other are the same ones profiting off of black division and promoting black division. But that's all I got to say about it. That's what you guys think.